each week. He's back in our studio in New York. All right, Paul, thank you. Good to see you as always. We will we'll also be monitoring the president, by the way, this hour as he's moving through Ohio, then he'll move on to Kentucky. But on this note, so there's a couple things. Let me start with this on how wide-ranging the impact is here and whether Russia kind of comes out of this, as some have speculated, a winner. They're able to sell more oil and that kind of thing, and that could be a kind of an unintended consequence of attacking Iran. What's your take?
Yeah, I think that potential is there, Connell. I mean, the overflow factor is being felt more and more by the minute. I mean, where you're standing right now is an example of that. I mean, we should anticipate that the Russians will get involved and they'll want to see us weakened in any way possible. And the big winner continues to be China, that's just sitting back and watching the U.S. and everyone else punch ourselves out. I mean, the real risk here is that Iran and the entire region becomes kind of a sucking chest wound for our military that continues to pull in resources, pulls in ammunition, potentially pull in U.S. soldiers, and that's what we've seen before. It can really bog down our military and ultimately make us less safe. And I think the American people especially are finely tuned and focused on the prospect of American boots on the ground, which the president is not pulling off the table. They're even floating the idea of the draft, and that's why he's got only 40% of the country that's supporting this so far. I mean, this is really, really unpopular and across all political sectors here. And if the casualties continue to pile up and caskets continue to come home, it's going to get a lot less popular fast.
I want to get to some of that polling, but when I mentioned there was a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, one of them was this new report that came out of the New York Times finding that the U.S. indeed was, according to a preliminary military report, at fault in that school strike that took place in Iran. See it here, an ongoing military investigations determined the United States is responsible for a deadly Tomahawk missile strike on an Iranian elementary school. The president, on his way out to this trip he's on now, was asked about a short answer to a reporter. Listen.
Commander-in-Chief, you take responsibility for that.
That is what?
As Commander-in-Chief, do you...
For what?
For the strike on the school in Iran. A new report says the military investigation has found it was the United States that struck the school.
I don't know about it.
All right. What would you say, Paul?
Wrong answer. Wrong answer, and I think everybody can understand that, especially if you've been in the military. If you're the commander-in-chief, the buck stops with you. You're responsible for everything we do and everything we fail to do. And the right answer is actually, this is unacceptable. We don't want civilian casualties. Our military is highly professional. They would never intentionally target children if that's the case. And apologize and try to move through this and offer some humanity here. But he's got to take responsibility, especially when his own Pentagon is saying that we could have screwed up here. And it's a very important moment to the world. If we want to get the Iranian people behind us, they need to know they can trust us. And it's always said, the truth is the first casualty of war. If the Iranian people can't trust our president and can't trust the Iranian regime, where does that put them? He's got to get ahead of this. He's got to speak truth, and he's got to gain trust around the world, especially if this drags on.
Now, to your point on the popularity or lack thereof of this conflict, it's interesting. The Times did this comparison where they looked at all the wars over the years, and it was dead last, right, in terms of popularity. You run through World War II, so on and so forth, all the way down, and this one was the least popular. So I'm kind of two minds on this. One, you could just take that at face value and say it's an unpopular war. Second, you could say that in this country or in the United States right now, you ask anybody anything, and we're 50-50 on everything, which is just a commentary on where we are. So what would you say?
Look, this is really noteworthy. I think this is overwhelmingly unpopular, and it's also, supported by the fact that we are sick and tired of wars in this country. We feel like we've heard this song before with Iraq and with Afghanistan. And Trump said no regime change wars. He said no more never-ending wars, and now he's hit 8 countries and counting, and this looks like it could go on forever. I think this is really, really an important inflection point in the presidency, especially because folks like Steve Bannon are pushing back. Joe Rogan is pushing back. Today, Newt Gingrich pushed back, and that's a real political problem for the president. The question is, does he care about polls? And so far, he has not shown that he does. He continues to be all gas, no brakes, and continues to go forward no matter what the polls say.
He's shifting a bit to the economy, or trying to today in this trip to Ohio and Kentucky. Thank you, Paul. Let's listen for a moment. I think he was talking